The Trinbago Knight Riders, once again, we all know for a fact, ladies and gentlemen, TKR, like Amazon Warriors, like Tridents, and like Kingsmen, they are known for the big names. We all know for TKR, they have the championship ambitions alongside the big names, to say the least. Captain Nicholas Pooran, who holds the record for most runs in a CPL season, he is leading a star-studded TKR team for the second season in a row. And it includes Sunil Narine, former captain, now batting coach Kieron Pollard, England's Hales, New Zealand's Colin Munro, the leading overseas run scorer in CPL history, Akeal Hosein, South Africa's Matthew Bretsky, Pakistan's off-spinner, unorthodox off-spinner, Usman Tariq, who can trouble batters, and he was their leading trump card last season, and all-rounder from Barbados, Justin Graves, who has been in red-hot form lately for West Indies. He has won a couple of Player of the Match awards in test matches recently against Sri Lanka and Pakistan, and recently took 5 maiden wickets in a flush, or should I say in a flash, beg your pardon. He's going to be the key in the middle order for TKR. They could slot him to open once they don't get the combinations right, but I have a feeling that Justin Graves might bat somewhere in the middle order, but no later than Pooran and Pollard. He's got a bat between the two of them. The Knight Riders' experience and finishing abilities, we all know for a fact, are the positives which makes them title contenders, or should I say genuine title contenders. The problems that TKR could have this season, we saw it last year with them, is their fast bowling department. Remember, last year they had Andrew Russell and Mohammad Amir, who was simply too hot to handle. Russell is no longer with the Knight Riders. He's back with the Jamaica franchise, this time with the New Kingsmen franchise. And they didn't even retain one of their key fast bowlers in Mohammad Amir, who was exceptional last season, taking 13 wickets before getting injured and had to be ruled out for the rest of the CPL. They did won CPL in his honor. We saw that with the celebrations last year when they won CPL. Another concern that TKR has is the aging players. Remember last year, Knight Riders and Amazon had about 4 or 5 aging players. This time around, they have 3 or 4. For example, Colin Munro, Sunil Narine, and Kieron Pollard. Now, these 3 guys who I just mentioned missed 1 game in Major League Cricket season just recently, a few weeks ago in the US. And even Hales didn't even play a single game, which was a huge surprise. Now, rumor has been going around that he welcomed another child or something like that, and that's how he didn't even play in any of the games, but that's not my business. But if I remember quite well, these 3 guys who I just mentioned did miss 1 Major League Cricket game recently. But the question mark has to be asked once again, and I did ask it with the Amazon Warriors. Can Munro, Narine, and Pollard, and even Hales, once gets the opportunity, stay fit and fresh and come out all guns blazing like last season? Remember, Munro and Hales scored over 400 runs alongside Pooran as well. These are the key guys, and if these guys can come out guns blazing, for sure another title might be on the cards. And then too, their trump card is Narine, Hosein, and Tariq in the spin department. But we cannot finish talking about TKR before we talk about the younger players. Look out for Abdul Rahim Toplin. Now, he's been on TKR's radar for a while. He has been taking wickets consistently for Queen's Park Cricket Club on the domestic T20 circuit in Trinidad. And then too, Jael Gulig has been in good form for Red Force on the domestic circuit in the first class season. So as for Queen's Park as well. If I'm not mistaken, Gulig was one of the leaders that led Queen's Park to another T20 domestic title. Then Nathan Edward, the breakout star last season for TKR from Barbados. He was very good both with bat and especially with the ball, and had help from Dwayne Bravo, especially in the dead overs, where Nathan Edward was bowling slower balls and was winning games for them from difficult situations. Talk about all-round depth. There are two all-rounders to watch out for once again. That is Dexter Sween, who hasn't played a T20 game since 2019. And he is Dwayne Bravo's younger brother, who can also be very handy with the bat and with the ball. Now, he has been doing well in T20 cricket of late. I don't know which club he was playing for last season, but has been very dangerous in the T10 and the T20 level. So watch out for his big hitting once he gets an opportunity. And the Sri Lankan player who was a part of Texas Super Kings and was one of their leading wicket takers in Major League Cricket just this season, a few weeks back, Amshi De Silva, very handy with the ball, can bowl those in dippers and outswingers and those freakish Yorkers, not the F word, those red hot Yorkers. Watch out for that because he can be another breakout star that can make the difference. I talked about Matthew Bretsky, the South African. Now, this guy has been doing brilliantly for South Africa late, but hasn't been getting much of an opportunity due to the fact that South Africa continues to go back and rely the senior players who have struggled to win games for them in the past. But we have seen how younger players can make an impact on the T20 level. The question that's going to be asked, who's going to open for TKR? Will they stay with the Hales Munro combination, which has been the good luck charm? Because Bretsky can also open. He can also bat in between Pooran and Pollard once needed, because if the openers can get to a flyer or struggle, then the other guys who can come in can go guns blazing and play it safe without doing any wickedness. But my hot take is Amazon Warriors, TKR, Barbados Tridents, and Jamaica Kingsmen for the playoffs. They all have the strong teams, but in T20 cricket, it's a very unpredictable format, and momentum can swing anytime and any day. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots and the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are the dark horses, and it's going to be a toss-up between the St. Lucia Kings, Amazon, and also the Kingsmen to get that last playoff spot. That's my takes regarding the playoff spot for CPL.